We finna lead to the NBA, man. That's what it's really about.
Let's get to it then,
and
nigga.
I think, this time I want to do something that most podcast shows really don't do.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about every team. We're going to run through all of them.
Let's get to it.
From the top to the bottom.
Let's get to it.
And we're going to start off with one of the worst teams in the league, the Washington Wizards. What's the deal?
Surprisingly, one of the worst teams in the league to me. Because it's like when I think of their lineup, they got Thomas Bryant, Westbrook, Bradley Beal. They got the young foreign first-round pick. It's like they seem like they got everything you need. But they got, 5 wins this year? And one of them was just about damn near luck, and they got away with that one, but...
Don't say luck, because they beat the Nets twice.
But this last one was some bullshit, though.
How was it bullshit?
Harris and Durant went the other way.
Nah, that's Harris' fault. What you doing? Chill out.
Yeah, chill.
Relax. Chill out. What you doing? Rushing the ball in like that.
Like, what the fuck you doing?
Scary ass.
Yeah, why you so nervous, my nigga?
But even when Westbrook shot the tray,
I was like, man, I ain't going there.
I said, man, well, hold on, Westbrook.
He didn't give a fuck.
He didn't.
That's Westbrook, though.
Hey,
real shit.
He need to be like that.
I give him that. So I got 5 wins. They've been a big disappointment this year.
But look.
Scotty Brooks' job probably on the line.
They've been dealing with a lot of injuries. COVID. Denny, the rookie, haven't been playing. This is his first game back in about 2 weeks. Westbrook been hurt.
And I give
Thomas
the rookie
Bryant out for the year.
The rookie got to learn Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. They don't know his game, I don't think, all the way yet.
But it's 2 things, though. This is what I'm going to say quick, and we're going to move to the next squad.
Mm-hmm.
They only like 3 games out of the 8th spot.
They can still get the AC.
seed.
They can still get the AC. Win 4 or 5 games in a row, you'll be right back right there. The
but
Knicks,
look,
you think the Knicks, you know what I'm saying? So,
but look, these 2 games that where they beat the Nets showed me one thing. Maybe Bradley Beal need to take a back seat and let Westbrook lead the show. Westbrook got the heart and the passion.
Mm-hmm.
And if he take over, it seemed like they got a better chance at being a more competitive team. Think about it. Westbrook has always been in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. You could say they lost first round, but he still gets you there.
He do.
KD left. They had Oladipo. They made it to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. He got MVP that year, right? Triple-double man.
And that was in the Western Conference.
Come on, man. Then you get PG.
Yeah.
Y'all still made it to the playoffs. You underachieved by losing to Utah, but you made it to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Let's just look at Bradley Beal in Washington on the East Coast. Yeah. You can't even get to the playoffs. Yeah. And most of the time, you in the lotto. I don't care that you lead the league in scoring, man. No, to me, that's empty stats. Mm-hmm. You getting points when it don't fucking matter.
Down 23 and you scoring.
Prime example, that Nets game. Y'all down 19-5. You didn't even shoot the ball. You got no field goal attempts. 31-13. You got 1 field goal attempt. You the leading Why you not shooting the ball, man? You scared?
No feel for when it's time to take over, you feel.
Come on, man. But yet you go get 20 points in the quarter when the game out of reach. I don't believe in that. I believe in stars who makes a difference in the game.
They keep the pace of the game close. They know when to take over. They know when, it's time we breaking down. Everybody ain't feeling it. It's time for me to take more shots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because do it make sense that the Wizards 4-12, but yet the Oklahoma City Thunder is 8-11?
Don't make no sense.
Come on, man. It's something that's not right.
But I'll say this though: if they keep losing and they're going to tanking route, then I feel them. Then you just showcase Bradley Beal for the trade and get the most you can get out of him, because that's all they're starting to lean to. But if they keep winning and try to go fight for the AFC seed, then you kind of turn it over to Westbrook.
That's what I try to do.
And Bradley Beal still get his numbers though.
Exactly. You let Westbrook do his thing, be a wild demon, go out there, take the handcuffs off, do what he got to do, and Bradley Beal get his. But yeah, man, you got to just let Westbrook be Westbrook, because like he showed against the Nets, he's still unstoppable. One-on-one, he's getting to the lane, and when he got his confidence and he's shooting jump shots, you in trouble, again. Right? So I just feel, the Nets, they underachieving, but I blame it on injury, the COVID, no chemistry because of the lack of practice, all that. So I still see them
fighting for a spot.
Still fighting.
Okay.
Trade deadline comes, they not in the playoff race, I'm trading Beal.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Straight up. Let's go to Detroit. They 5-15.
Sorry as fuck.
But what do you do? Can you trade Blake?
Nobody wants Blake. Who taking Blake right now?
You could trade D Rose though.
Somebody wants D Rose. He'd be a good starter / 6-man right now.
You try to get a young asset or a draft pick, but there's no point in keeping him there.
There's no point. I was about to say there's no point in keeping Derrick Rose no more, man. Y'all not a playoff team. He in his 30s. He want to win.
It's not too many fans in the building.
Not giving.
So
y'all don't want to pay him
right?
some more. Yeah, get him out of there, man. Trade him to the Clippers or something.
Detroit, though, man, we just got to put it out there like this. Teams like y'all sorry because of y'all draft history, man. When you in a small market like that, you can't depend on free agency, or you end up overpaying players like Jeremy Grant. Even though he hooping.
Plus, he hooping. But that's the thing. If he your leading scorer and your best player,
you 5-15 like y'all are now. Real shit. And niggas ain't trying to be disrespectful.
Nah,
Jeremy Grant, man, he real. But
he's like your fourth option on a good team, though.
Real shit, man. And that's what we gonna talk about. Y'all 5-15 because he your max player. You got Blake Griffin, he passed his prime. You got Derrick Rose, he passed his prime.
Yeah.
And all your young assets that you do get, Luke Kennard, you had Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Blew it.
You just let him go for nothing. Andre Drummond, you just let him go for nothing. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Hit me up in the inbox, man. Check this out.
Stanley Johnson in the lottery
what is he
from
doing?
Arizona. He ain't on their squad no more. Bust.
Toronto. Like, so you got to look at your draft history, man. That's why y'all trash.
Real shit.
Email a nigga. I'll take money under the table. I'll tell you
Reggie
what to
Jackson, giving him away for nothing.
You maxed him out damn near. Don't get me wrong. He did get hurt.
Yeah.
He was fragile, but, now he with the Clippers, changing up. Miami, 7-13.
COVID injuries.
They're going to make the playoffs.
They'll be all right.
They're going to be straight.
I think they're going to make a little run, a little straight. Jimmy Butler back. They play way better. Hero and Robinson have less pressure.
Okay.
Dragic get back. He's going to be good.
Okay.
They without like 7 in their rotation players. They'll be all right.
Yeah, they'll be straight. Yeah. They're still hovering above water. You feel me? Orlando 8-13. Fultz out for the season.
Damn, man, they just paid him.
Aaron Gordon, he out for about 3 weeks.
I thought they was trying to trade him, but I guess since Isaac out, they got to keep him around.
See, this is why I said a team like this, bro, should have went and got Westbrook. You need like a game-changing player, man. You need another star. Or you going to be the same squad you been. You get into the playoffs,
but... They don't try to get Bradley Beal.
He did go to Florida.
Conference rival, but you're getting for 4-A and something else, man. Or, trade Aaron Gordon to
If I'm Washington, I don't even want to talk to Orlando. We got Washington. We got Orlando on the phone. Oh, I'm straight.
You don't want Mo Bamba?
I'm straight. We cool. Even with draft picks, because it's gonna be middle of the pack.
Yeah, Orlando, they tempt through 8th to me.
They fucked up.
Yeah,
they should have went and got either John Wall.
I like Cole Anthony. He a good shooter.
He's straight, but he don't look like a game changer.
Nah.
He still look like we cool with Markelle Fultz.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be back up.
Yeah.
You feel me? But y'all gonna always be that 8th, 9th, 8th, 7th team, 7th seed team until you take a chance, man. Roll the dice.
Maybe they need to try to jump in and try to sneak a CJ McCollum somehow. Maybe Portland get ready to break the band up or something, man.
They should have jumped in and tried to go get Oladipo for this 1 year.
Another scorer, somebody that can hit. Yeah.
Something like that. Go get an expiring contract, maybe LaMarcus Aldridge. Somebody like DeMar DeRozan. Somebody like that, Orlando. You got to take a chance, bro.
Zach LaVine. Maybe
Zach LaVine, if they, want to trade him.
Try to pair Vucevic up with something, man.
You got to do something. But let's move on to Toronto, 8-12.
They too little. That's the one first thing that come to my mind now. You lose Gasol, even though I think Gasol over the hill, but you lose Ibaka.
The fact that they play in a different country is hurting them. Because everybody leaves, but they don't bring nobody in. They get niggas in the draft, and they do a great job. But
free agents,
nobody want to stay there.
Y'all overpaid for Van Vliet.
You had to. You know, you're gonna have
to.
to.
Is Kyle Lowry? Is he looking older?
They're gonna have to give him whatever.
Too much pressure on Kyle Lowry right now. Because you thought Siakam was gonna be a superstar.
There's no pressure on Kyle Lowry. There's no expectations for Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, he won his championship. Yeah.
And if Kyle Lowry, I'm using that. Max me out again. Because nobody else want to come here. Y'all, it's cold as fuck. It's out of the U.S. And then y'all tax shit is crazy. Y'all tax the fuck out of niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm straight.
Chris, what's the boy name? Boucher.
Chris Boucher. I don't know what's the deal, but Nick Nurse then benched him. He really don't get the minutes no more, so who knows?
They cut Alex Lynn, right? Was that them who cut
Alex Lynn got cut, yeah. Mm-hmm. He with Washington right now trying to find a home, man.
Maybe if San Antonio take it, that'd be another place LaMarcus Aldridge can go to, man.
Who?
Raptors, Toronto.
What, yeah?
If the Spurs get in the tank mode, maybe they spend Aldridge there for a future pick or something like that.
But for them to keep Aldridge, they're going to have to overpay. 15 plus.
Starting to look like they're going to become one of those franchises. They ain't no marquee franchise people want to come to sign to, so you got to be like...
You depend on the draft.
Yeah, draft and overpay. Keep them.
Just like Utah.
OG Anunoby, you're going to have to overpay.
Yeah, you're going to have to give him big bread. You're going to have to give him the Jeremy Grant contract.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse my fade. This a freestyle faded podcast. We high as a bitch.
And we going this.
We drinking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we on the New York who 9-13.
Surprising.
Shocking the league.
And
Tom Thibodeau.
I'm gonna take hey, give him his respect a little bit. They're still under 500, but I give a little respect to RJ Barrett. I was out on my Duke guy, and it's like I thought he can only go left, and I thought it was gonna fail him, but he been getting buckets and been playing tough though, man.
RJ Barrett hooping.
RJ Barrett playing good, man.
I give you that.
That young point guard they got, that rookie.
Oh, Emmanuel Quickly. He need to start.
He been
Thibodeau. Fuck that old school shit.
Guard, yeah.
But see, look, I gotta shit on y'all a little bit. This is what I'm talking about. Obi Toppin barely play. Because y'all got too many fucking 4s and 5s. There's no room for him.
Oh shit too.
Now I can see if you plan on moving from Julius Randle, but if that's the case, you need to trade him at the trade deadline. Don't just lose him for nothing.
Get some value for him, man.
But you making the wrong selections draft time. They still got Taj Gibson. They got Taj Gibson. He come in and get garbage time. They still got Kevin Knox. That's a high pick who don't play. Mitchell Robinson, are y'all gonna pay him or you gonna let him walk?
Another trade. You know, get some trade value out of Mitchell Robinson.
You know, you still got Elfrid Payton. And I feel you should have got Tyrese Halliburton at point guard instead of Obi Toppin. But you got lucky with Emmanuel Quickly now.
Now pair him up with Toppin.
But you got to trade
him and Barrett.
You got to trade Randle.
Get some shooting for Julius Randle.
But Randle is the reason why they in the playoff hunt right now. Like it's cold. It's cold world.
Julius Randle gonna get buckets.
What you gonna do?
I don't think they're gonna want to pay Julius Randle again or pay him max money or pay him $25 million plus.
It depends what he asking for. The big man is kind of play it out. Even though he's skilled, he can shoot, he can rebound.
So baby Zion, man.
He could
just
dribble.
Don't have the hops like that. But
what do New York do? It depends on the market.
If you ain't getting no franchise player, you just keep Julius Randle. Fuck it. That's what you forced to do as a general manager nowadays.
But see, that's why that Obi Toppin draft pick is a setback. You know, you kind of fucked up on some fandom shit. Some
Unless he turned into Amari like they think.
But that's what I'm saying. Can he play with Julius Randle at the same time?
If Obi can shoot like how they thought he could coming out the draft, maybe.
He's gonna defend the rim. Fuck it. Yeah. Just score. Kevin Knox, take your losses with him.
Trade him too. He ain't been looking good at all, man.
9th seed Chicago, 8-11. Wendell Carter hurt again.
I like Laurie Markkinen.
He just came back from
Zach
injury.
LaVine get buckets. They might. Kobe White is, you know.
He hooping.
He hooping. There's just something about the Bulls that just throw me off, though. And
I see them
falling off, too.
With Zach LaVine, but they still got Otto Porter.
Yeah.
The rookie, Patrick Williams.
He
I thought he was like a Michael Kidd Gilchrist when he first came. I mean, so
They
far
took him fourth.
he looked decent, but he don't look like a real impact player. You know, who make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, you got to make
some type of splash, or maybe because if they stick with the youth, I don't know. It's just something about it don't stick right with me for some reason.
But one thing about Chicago, they got the big market, so they could still get a marquee free agent, maybe. You know, like I say, LaMarcus Aldridge, once again, he wouldn't get you over the top, but he could help you win.
Get you 10 more wins.
Al Horford, if you want to take on a contract like that, you know.
Yeah.
But they kind of stuck, man. It's a lot of teams in this situation who they kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many players that's going to really make a difference for your squad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the 8th seed. Charlotte, LaMelo.
But you know, I'm more surprised with Gordon Hayward. He be hooping, man.
He been hooping, but he still ain't worth that contract. I'm going to be 100. 30 mil, shit.
Can they get the 8th seed? Would that be worth it,
They can get the 8th seed, but they got a man. LaMelo just started for the first time, and I feel like, Coach, take the handcuffs off. He should have been starting.
Mm-hmm.
When you pick somebody that high, he's coming in starting. You need to call teams for either Rozier or Graham. You don't need them both.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's time to take the wings off LaMelo, let him fly a little bit.
Cody Zeller, you got to call some teams, see what's the deal.
LaMarcus Aldridge, we keep saying it.
We keep saying it. He can spread the floor, and that's what LaMelo need. He needs space, you know? But you got to make a move. You right there on the brink, but you're not there yet. You got to figure out what you want to do
with.
Be
making the playoffs in LaMelo rookie year. That'd be good for y'all.
That would be. Malik Monks, he dropped 30 piece a couple nights ago.
Bus.
Let him go.
Malik Monk, they was talking about he's supposed to be Ray Allen coming out.
That's because of the college, man.
He's supposed to be the next young UConn shooter. Come on, bro. Nah. I ain't seen him, Malik Monk.
I feel like they still ain't really showcased him, right? He really ain't played like that, you know. But who knows? He practiced with him. Maybe he trash. I don't know.
Make a move for a big, Mike. Big that can shoot, play a little post, you know. Get that 8th seed, man. Fight for that 8th seed. Be the 9th seed in the playing game at least.
Yeah, because I think LaMelo is going to have that effect on players or they're going to want to play with him.
They're going to make people better.
He make them better. He going to get y'all that cash, that loot. So, that was a great pick.
Now you got to go star power, Mike. You make LaMelo a star, and people going to start respecting your star back in the old days. I get to play with Mike, man, and LaMelo. I'm owned by Mike and playing with LaMelo. You got to start playing that as a factor in the free agency and shit.
Real deal.
Even though you have to overpay for Gordon Hayward, that's just what you got to do right now.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But once you establish your name, then it's no more overpaying.
You feel me?
You know, but you have to set the tone with Gordon Hayward. I get it. But even him, he going out there fighting. He playing.
I like Gordon Hayward.
You know, he just got to stay healthy. That's all. Keep it going for 82. 75. I'll take 68, my nigga. My nigga Gordon Hayward. White boy. Hooping.
Good all-around player, though.
Cleveland, 10 and 11.
Surprising. Again.
They are.
I didn't think they was going to be this good. Colin Sexton.
He hooping.
Yeah.
He doing what he's
without
supposed
Kevin
to do.
Love, right?
Yeah, you got to trade Kevin Love.
He still got like 2-3 years left on his deal.
A contender would love Kevin Love. Go get a team. Sell that dream. You feel me? Sell that Minnesota dream. Sell that Cleveland Cavalier championship ring dream, my nigga. Sell that UCLA dream. Sell Toronto. They'd love to have K-Love right now.
Go back to 20 and
you feel
12,
me?
Kevin Love.
I'll take Anunoby. Try to go steal him. Fuck it. Davis. Try to go steal him. Fuck it, Cleveland. Andre Drummond. Use him as an asset. Flip him. You got Jared Allen now. I like the rookie of Okoro.
Me too.
Darius Garland. Fuck it.
Don't just send Drummond.
He could be like Daryl Armstrong.
Don't just send Drummond to the Nets for nothing.
Nah, not for nothing.
But yeah, Cleveland having a strong year, man. If they fight for that 9th to 8th seed, that's surprising.
They go fight for it. But let's do it to the next squad who I feel is underachieving. Atlanta. Trae Young get the numbers, but it don't equate to wins.
Yeah, come on, Trae.
What's the deal?
You got shooters or scorers all around. Yeah.
Gallinari can't stay healthy.
Never.
Capella, he getting the numbers.
He balling. He doing his role. He rolling.
John Collins hooping.
Mm-hmm.
Bogdanovic.
But you know what the theme is though? They don't have no fucking defenders. Who plays defense? Trae Young is so small though. He can hoop and get buckets.
He get the buckets.
But he's so small in pick and roll defense that it's like, what you gonna do? You can't switch with him because he's too small, right?
He drop 40, he give up 35.
And it's like he fuck up probably the whole process of the defense because I'm telling you, when they go pick and roll, he's so small that he has to go over the screen.
He the weak link.
So when you go over and a point guard driving into the hoop, somebody has to come over and help, and there's the 3-ball.
And when playoff time come, I'm going at Trae Young defensively.
Every fucking time.
Because if I feel like if I got a point guard or I can get a matchup where I can back you down, that's going to tire out your legs,
Young,
bro.
You going at Gallinari.
But look,
going at,
I'm going at Trae Young in the post where I'm going to tire out his legs. Now he can't shoot.
Wear him down.
The same way like you say, Gallinari.
Wear him down.
So if Atlanta not scoring 140, they ineffective, man. And
I see them beat the Nets and they're there twice like that. You have to score 130, 140. It's like I was watching like, oh, okay, you stopped them a couple times and beat them up.
That won't work in the playoffs against the elites.
Hell
you
no.
feel me? But
The
that's
Bucks
gonna get you
sweeping
to
them.
the playoffs, though. That's what you paid all them niggas for, right?
Shoot it out.
You want to get to the playoffs.
Shoot it the fuck out.
Yeah, man. Shout out DeAndre Hunter. He been hooping. Cam Reddish. I see they rely on him as the defender. He was guarding Bron.
Yeah, you probably got to trade maybe trade some youth for a vet defender, vet two-way player, luckily or something like that.
Right,
you get
cool.
something.
They going to give up. Miami going to give up Eagle.
I wouldn't trade into my young.
Trevor Ariza. He ain't played yet. He going to be a buyout. But let's move to Indiana. 11-9. Same old Indiana, huh? That
always keep it together.
Damn right.
And they still 11-9. Sabonis. He's a beast. He's an all-star.
Shabo Milwaukee, man, for letting Brogdon go. Shabo Milwaukee. You should have Brogdon. You should have gave him whatever he wanted. Indiana is I wouldn't say they're relevant, but they still a consistent
They're gonna be a playoff
team.
Yeah.
Where Milwaukee is sliding.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we don't need to go in on Indiana, man.
Indiana.
They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to lose first.
Keep Miles Turner.
Yeah, you need to.
They got him shooting more threes now, too, which I think he should be doing.
He should be. But you got to try to negotiate. There's going to be some teams out there that go try to outbid you for Miles Turner. But if you can keep him, yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Who knows what they would be if they had T.J. Warren. This is a team that deals with a lot of injuries,
They don't have Karis LeVert or T.J. Warren.
Exactly.
And they got rid of Oladipo, and they still relevant.
They can make some noise in the East.
That's what I'm saying.
A team like Brooklyn really can't stop nobody.
Matchup. They ain't got nothing to lose.
We got Boston next, 4th seed. 10-8. A lot of injuries. Kemba been hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Tatum haven't played 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They still trying to figure out that center position. They
Daniel
played Tristan Thompson. Paid him.
Yeah. He supposed to be the muscle, the bruiser.
He got his ass dominated by Embiid. Supposed to, though, right?
Supposed to. He's too small.
Boston, you just can't figure the center out, huh? That's going to be y'all downfall again this year.
LaMarcus Aldridge. I keep saying his name. Do he fit with Boston, too?
He do, but he still don't.
7-footer.
He don't. He put a Band-Aid over the wound. You feel me?
Yeah.
He don't patch it up completely because he's not going to stop nobody.
Yeah.
He can help you outscore some niggas, but he's not going to stop Giannis. He's not going to stop Embiid. You know, so nah. That wouldn't be worth it unless you trade him for Tristan Thompson. And that'll work, but
Tristan Thompson and probably the dude they drafted.
Boston needs to try to go after Andre Drummond.
Get him on the low, huh?
You got to.
Yeah.
Try to go get him. Give up a draft pick. I don't know how they draft.
What if they match up against Miami again? You got to run across Bam out of Bayou again.
That's why you need
Tice
Drummond.
can't deal with him.
You said it here. You hear it here first. Against the grain, Boston. Go get Drummond. That's the man who could get you out the East. Maybe not overall win the championship, but you can get out the East.
Maybe even a JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee get him out the East?
Nah, not out the East. I'm just saying maybe they need another 7-footer, a utility big that can challenge in the paint. That's what they need the most, bruh. It's not even really about scoring. Tice can shoot the 3-ball and he can score, but it's about he get bullied too much against dominant bigs.
Andre Drummond. But he rebound. He play defense. Pick and roll though. But he's still a defender though. He defense first, offense next, and that's what they need. You know.
And you could put Tatum, Brown, Kemba, and Marcus Smart around Drummond too, and still play like that.
If you got to give up Tice, I give up Tice.
Yeah.
I give up Tice. I give up Wanamaker.
No, they ain't got Wanamaker. He with the Warriors.
Oh, he with the Warriors now. I'm tripping.
What's my dude name? The big off the bench. He's small.
You keep him. Robert Williams?
Yeah, not Robert Williams. The other one.
Oh, the rookie. Williams. What's his name? Grant Williams
Grant Williams, yeah. He like tough-minded.
He like Jared Sullinger. What happened to Jared Sullivan? He was supposed to be Ohio State.
Like supposed to be real. Boy, Life kept telling me about Jared Sullinger.
My nigga Life. Brooklyn, 13-9.
I told you they my pick to get out the East and go to the finals.
3 seed.
They score crazy, honey. You down there got to score 140, 130 to beat them or be in the game with them. They didn't even have James Harden the other night, and they scored, 147 in a loss. The night before that, they didn't have Durant, and they scored damn near the same thing. And Harden and Kyrie. Kyrie, focus, bruh. How do you stop him? Focus, though.
You can't.
There's nobody in the league who can guard him one-on-one now.
You just got to go at him too. That's the only way I feel like with an offensive player as strong as him who lacks defense, the only way to kind of hurt his offense is to tire his ass out on the defense. You got to go at him just like he going at you.
But you know what's crazy though? Is that I said that about Kyrie, right? There's 2 other dudes they got on their squad I can say the same thing about. How do you guard them one-on-one? With who?
You can't.
Kevin Durant, bro, like he whip niggas with the ease though.
So off top, you gotta be able to score with him.
You got to, regardless,
because you can't stop.
I don't care if you the Bucks and you said you got this type of deep. You gotta score 120 plus. Giannis gotta go off every game because 2 of the 3 out of them going for 30 plus. It's a guarantee now. The slight is the 24 that might come from James Harden. The slight is the 26 that might come from Kyrie that night. But you gonna get a 35 plus ball from one of them, no?
But that's why I say it's unfair to a nigga like Giannis. We gonna move to the 2 seed now. The Bucks, who 12-8. KD got Harden and Kyrie.
Man, with Joe Harris, bruh.
But look at Giannis. They still losing to these same teams because everybody done figured out how to stop
know the game plan.
Giannis.
Yeah.
And when he kicked it out to Holiday, who's looking similar to Bledsoe, George Hill.
Because Drew Holiday, he a better player than Bledsoe, but he's not. On a shooting level, they're on the kind of same type of level.
He's not going
one-on-one.
He's not a consistent. He's not breaking down the defense.
Because that's not the Bucks' offense.
No.
They need Giannis to do that to go one-on-one. Because Giannis can't stand there and just shoot.
I feel like that's the issue.
Everybody know that's the problem.
That's why I felt they should have went hard at James Harden. You need a one-on-one player who can go get his own. But now, they try to make that with Middleton because if you notice, towards the end of the game, Middleton is the one who gets the ball.
Yeah, but he's good, but I don't see him as a 2. That's why they need to make the mill. To me, if you can make a move and trade Chris Middleton or something else and get Bradley Beal, you just do it. Fuck all that friend. Like in this case, it's like I know they probably cool and Middleton been loyal and he something that y'all grew out of y'all plantation, but it's like if you got a chance to trade Chris Middleton and something else off your bench, maybe the Dinavinci or Connaughton or something like that.
That nigga
what's his name? You got
that Divincenko,
that Italian shit. Yeah, Dante.
Nigga, he probably
you give up him and Middleton, and you ask the Wizards to send us Bradley Beal.
That ain't fit better with Giannis. Washington, but yeah.
Yeah, if you Washington, you don't. So Milwaukee, you say no.
You got to do something. You didn't miss it. You know it'll be a fair trade that'll never happen. Milwaukee need Kyrie. That'd be perfect if they can get Kyrie for Holiday. You sent Holiday to the Nets?
Not happening.
I know it's not. They missed out on the Harden train, but
Missed out on it.
let's get to the number 1 seed in the East. Close it out with Philly. Doc got them boys playing. He got Embiid over there looking like Shaq.
I give respect to Doc right now. Remember, I was down on Doc and said his ass need to be fired by the Clippers. And he did what was supposed to be done for the Clippers. But
So let me ask you a question. You got an Embiid who going to dominate the paint.
mm-hmm.
You got Ben Simmons who you can you throw him on KD?
No.
Can they beat the Nets?
No.
They need to make a move.
Because it's like, what's your game plan against the Nets? Just scoring on them, right?
Embiid.
Just scoring on them, right?
You got to go get 50 and 20.
Just
Shaq
scoring
numbers,
on them. That's
nigga.
everybody just game plan, just scoring on them. But guess what the game plan is against the Sixers? Everybody knows it's just like what we said about Giannis. We going to sag off of Ben Simmons, and we going to make you play basketball, nigga. It's a 7-game series.
True that.
You still can't shoot the ball.
True that.
We not going to give Embiid space in the playoffs, do all this regular season shit, but when it's time to zone in on y'all, no. It's like, oh, here's the weakness. He still can't shoot the ball. To sag off of him and make him shoot.
Would a player like DeRozan help Philly? Or with his lack of shooting the tray ball, we know he can score, but he still don't shoot the tray ball.
It's just hard for me to say. Like, the Sixers got talent, and I see what everybody say, but it's just like, if, as a basketball fan and just knowing how it go, how this NBA is, it's hard for me to see that a good-ass basketball team like the Celtics or the Nets will lose, or the Bucks will lose to them by just letting Embiid go one-on-one and
Right.
Ben Simmons is on the court.
That's the beauty of the
don't make
playoffs.
sense. Yeah.
Game by game, they change it up.
Brad Stevens too good for that. He too
Right.
smart for that type of shit. Steve Nash and Dan Toney gonna be too smart for that. Like,
True.
we double him and we make him get the ball and shoot.
True.
Every time you got the ball at the top of the key, we doubling Embiid.
True. But I still give him a fighting chance.
They went around to me, but I think when they run into the big dogs, into Boston, Milwaukee, or Brooklyn in that second round,
They beating
you get
Boston.
your ass whooped.
They beating
They
Milwaukee
beating Boston?
now. I think so now. Yeah.
I don't
Boston
know,
needs to
man.
make a move. That's why I feel like at this point, bro, it's really a chess game. All these high-profile players who going to get bought out, who going to get traded, like I said, Julius Randle possibly, Andre Drummond. Players like this, who going to go get them? Are you going to let Brooklyn go get Drummond? Or Boston, you go jump on him? It's a chess game right now.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go get these players who, like we say, DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's a lot more. Mo Bamba may become a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Al Horford, who knows? But it's a chess game
Thomas
now.
Bryant, if the Wizards keep
Well,
taking it out, they gave him a
He got
contract.
that
but I'm
ACL
telling you,
injury,
oh,
though. He
fucked
out for
up.
the year.
Oh,
Yeah, he
shit.
threw ball.
Yeah, he done that.
So, Bradley Beal is out there. So, right now, it's a chess game, y'all. This is part 1. We ran through the East. Part 2 coming. We going to run through the West.
Compton 3-1 on sports.
Real shit. Nobody else ain't doing this, and it's freestyle.
All off the top of the head. We
Top of the
drinking-
head, no
we
research.
drinking Quavo, smoking
Faded.
blunts.
Talking hoops. Why? We love the game, man.
Man, it's fun.
I hear Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, they speak on how they really can't watch a whole NBA game. And I just feel like you shouldn't talk about the game if you don't love it. That's why me and my boy Mac doing this. Man, I love basketball.
I love it.
I've been watching this since I was a kid.
Love it.
I can watch any team, any player, the whole game.
Real shit. I love football.
And this is what we need, man. We need people who really knowledgeable about the game, who love it.
And who just talk real shit about
Real
it.
shit. Not scared to say what's real.
Real shit.
You know? Fuck with us. Against the grain.
3-1 on.
Connor. Pray for the city. Pray for the city.
Man, city going up right now.